Hi, I'm back again with another video. My name is Bianca Tusi, but you can call me Honeybee. And in these videos, I usually talk about the shifts that I feel that we need to have in society and also in humanity. There's a lot of videos that I've created around shifting our mindset, particularly from one set of thinking to another. And I explain in Decode how to get there and examples of what I mean by that. I'm going to let the dogs finish barking because I'm shifting from complaining to silence. So, anyway, let's get started. Today's video is about shifting from projecting to reflecting. And I think this is particularly a very, very serious conversation and a very serious mind shift. It is so easy to project, guys. It's so easy to project. If I just look at this life or if I just look at the setting, I already assume and I already project that, oh, she's this, she's that, she's got this, she's got that, she's whatever. But if I shift into a point of reflection, self reflection, and realize that this, all this doesn't make her who I am, all the barking has nothing to do with me, all the noise doesn't have to do with me, then I'm coming in a form of self reflection. And not many people come to this because we look at things and we judge things based off how we look at it, and from that we're projecting it as if we already have information of it, but we haven't even collected information from it. So we are gathering everything that we hate and everything that we dislike about what we're seeing, and we're just throwing it off as a form of projection. But what if we take the time to start reflecting and start to sitting with this discomfort of, hang on, this is not who she may think, this is not who I think she may be. Basically, I'm saying a lot of people in my life and a lot of people that I meet sometimes, they are quick to project. They are quick to project their selves onto me. They're quick to project a lot of negativity onto people. This has, and I've been noticing that we are living in a world of projection. We assume things before we get to know things. We assume people before we get to sit down and speak to people. We assume beautiful people to act a certain way, and we assume ugly people to not get their own way. We assume so many things. We've categorized so many things based off how we project things and perceive things, that we don't really individually sit with the person and actually understand them and sit with our own selves and try to reflect what we are seeing within ourselves about them. So, the concept and the notion of shifting from projection to self reflection or even just reflection is a very powerful tool, because through that you might be missing a lot of gems just by judging something by its cover, just by looking at this and assuming that, okay, this is this is richness, this is lifestyle, when in fact these are just beautiful flowers that I wanted to put in front of a video for this video. It's nothing to do with who I am and how I live. It's just aesthetics. It's just beautiful to me, and this is why I want it near me. That's it. Other people need to go deeper and start assuming that this is a life of luxury, or this is, you know what I'm saying? That's a form of projection, because you have taken a view of something and assumed something of it that is not entirely true. And when we shift from projecting to reflecting, we dive deeper into the psyche of our being. We dive deeper into understanding things that we never understood. And we dive deeper into understanding people that we have misjudged, or miswronged, or assumed and confused ourselves, thinking we know them, but we don't really know them. I think this point of projection also stems from the fact that I've been with a lot of narcissistic relationships, And that's all they do, is they just look at you and they just project. But when you're with healthy people, and now that I'm in healthy relationships, there is a form of reflection. There is a form of consideration of, oh, okay, I was wrong. Oh, I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean for it to come off that way. That kind of conversation and that kind of shift allows you to see the person, the other side of the person, of how the words have, come out in their side, or, and you know what I mean, vice versa. And when you sit in a form of reflection, you actually take the time and you actually realize that, oh, okay, you thought I meant it this way. No, I didn't mean it this way. What I was trying to say, or what I was trying to do, was this way. And reflection opens up wounds. It opens up wounds. It opens up a lot of reconciliation and a lot of conversation, healthy conversations. But projection, all it does is stimulate aggression. All it does is stimulate a sense of heavy, heavy, heavy instigation, heavy form of, I need to put my guard up, because whenever I'm around this person, I just feel like, they're already judging me and they don't even know me. That's the form of what projection does. And I think the society that we also live in is quite intense with projection. We when we see a pretty person, or see a pretty girl, we already assume that, oh, she's bitchy. Oh, she thinks she knows it. She thinks she knows herself. Oh, look at her. Oh, trying to act so trying to act so sweet. Oh, we know that you're a bitch. These are the projections that I would constantly be getting just from people looking at me. Just imagine. But with people who actually take the time and sit with me, they'll actually find out that, you know what? This girl's deep. This girl is like the seven oceans, filled with emotions, driven by so many beautiful devotions. There's that kind of feeling when you realize that, oh, I should have taken the time to know somebody, because had I just focused on projection, I would have missed out on so many conversations, so many revelations, so many reflections. And you miss out on so many things that you never even realize that, wow, this person actually knows a lot. This person can teach me a lot. This person actually showed me a version of myself that is just not nice and I need to change it. So shifting from projecting to reflecting allows the space and the time and the pause to realize that, oh, I didn't mean it that way, or oh, I didn't see it that way, or oh, this is new information to me. Oh, I'll consider that next time. Reflection is it's a superpower. When you are able to self-reflect on yourself and your behaviors, not only do you become a better person, you also become a version that is much more powerful than a version of playing victim and a person who always looks at things and just assumes things. Assumption gets people nowhere these days. What looks great on the surface may not be something great behind the scenes. Let me repeat that again. What looks great on the surface doesn't always look great behind the scenes. And when we project, we are automatically just basing things and people based on surface value and without any substance to who they are and what they're about. We put ourselves in a lot of danger and a lot of insanity when we do a lot of projection. But when you come to a form of reflection and self awareness and self reflection, you come to a form of pause. And not many people come to this conclusion, because I guess we do live in a world where everything is fast paced. And, if I post a picture right now on Instagram, suddenly I'm just happy. I'm always happy. And so people who meet me will be like, you're always happy. You're always happy. And that's just one picture. That's just off one picture. Imagine the 5 or 4 pictures that I feel like posting in one day or in one week. and you already assume that this person's life is just amazing just by 5 pictures. Damn, I'm slowly worried about um, how human beings observe certain things and how they don't really realize that we all are putting facades. Whether we like to assume this or not, we are. We all performing in some way. But when you get to know somebody that you like, and when you get to know people and sit with people, you realize that no, it, things are not always what they seem. And you also get to know yourself deeply. So think about it. Think about the shift of mindsets for a second. Shift from assuming to actually really sitting with it and reflecting. Shift from projecting, because projection is a form of assumption. Let's be real. You see something and you already think you know something. But when you reflect on the thing that you are looking at, then you go deeper. You go deeper and you're like, nah, I misjudged this, or I actually did not understand this fully. And I want you guys to get into that, get into the groove of shifting from projecting to reflecting. Because when you reflect and you self reflect, you own the power of how you see things from a deeper perspective. Nobody can easily come towards you and start, easily persuading you, because that's how you get persuaded. I know for a fact there's a lot of people that get persuaded so easily by the friends, especially if they like somebody and they explain to this person, oh my gosh, I like her. And, it's so easy. Like, if I was a guy as well, I'd easily persuade you away from her, from somebody you like or something you like, and say, oh, look at her. She's pretty. She probably has 5,000 people looking at her, wanting her. It's so easy to say words like that. And it's so easy for people to be like, yeah, you're right. You lose out on a lot of things just because of projection. Oops, sorry, the video just cut randomly, but basically, I know you got the message and I hope that it resonated with you. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my video. Especially share this type of kind of video, because I think a lot of people need to understand the difference between projecting and reflecting. And it will definitely help all of us, because we've all been there and we've all done something like this. So don't forget to share it with somebody and have a discussion about it. Have a discussion about projection and reflection. And let's see where this grows, and let me know if this is the type of content that you guys want to have. So I would love to hear more of the feedback. Yeah, share it, like, and subscribe.